Hello. So I'm sat here in Saltdean in the UK, and I'm shouting because there is a perfect place for the camera there, and there's a perfect seat for me here. But I might not sit the whole time, I might stand up and move around. I'll do that now. Basically, the thing I wanted to talk about was travel. Backpacking, exploring, adventure, and why it's both important and not important. There's the Truman Show and the other film, It's a Wonderful Life. These two films, both are really powerful for me, and in a way they seem like the antithesis of each other. They seem totally different messages. In the Truman Show, he is confined in this small town mentality, and he wants to escape, and everything is trying to stop him escaping, and he wants to adventure, he wants to explore, and eventually he manages to see through the illusion of his reality and escape. In It's a Wonderful Life, the character is confined by this small town mentality, and he wants to adventure, he wants to escape, and everything seems to be stopping him from escaping. But at the end of that film, he doesn't get out. He stays, but he does go on a journey into a parallel reality where he sees what life would have been like if he hadn't been born. And then when he comes back, his eyes are refreshed, and he sees how precious life is. Now, I don't think the two films are necessarily polar opposites. I think adventure, backpacking, travel, exploring is very important. But I am here about 2 miles away from my home, and I've lived in Brighton for a long time. But I feel like I'm on an adventure. I feel totally abroad from my reality. And this is why. Lots of people, when I got back from travelling, so I went away for 1.5 years, they said, so have you had the depression yet, you know? The honeymoon period's over, now you're back in reality, and it's, you know, you wish you could go travelling again. And I haven't at all, maybe like one day, but I haven't worried about that, because I can just reel off all the amazing places I've seen since I've been back. This little island in the Ouse River called Hamsey with a church on it that is so near, and I never knew about it. The Lindisfarne, Holy Island, and Fort Augustus, and Barkham Mills, and all this area of London called Hampton that I'd not been to before, and the list can go on. And this is it, the white cliffs of Saltdean. And I kind of didn't even consciously think I must travel, otherwise I'm going to get depressed. I must continue travelling in my own country, otherwise I'm going to get depressed. It just became something that when I was away backpacking, it became a habit for me to appreciate each day and think of a moment and a place of that day that stood out as something wonderful. And since then, I've been continuing to do that when I got home, and reflecting on it at the end of the day, thinking about what I've seen. So even if it's just, you know, near Hove train station, Hove's part of Brighton, there's an old perfume factory, and you come in, and even if that's my place of the day, you know, as I come in on a train, I see this old beautiful perfume factory. Now, it doesn't have to be a big place, but it's changed my enjoyment of life hugely. Just to appreciate places and moments in places, and foods, new people I've met, and all these things, and jot them down in a book. And now I did I did need to travel, I think, at first, because I'd got myself in a bit of a rut with a job situation, and it was wonderful to take time out from the mentality that had become habitual for me and go around the world and get a new perspective of things. But I don't think it's necessary. I don't think all of us need to go backpacking around the world. We really don't. But we do need to take a step back. If we're going to be truly happy, we need to take a step back and think, why are we living the life we're living if we're not enjoying it? Why would we be in a job that we don't want to be in? Why would we live in a place that we don't enjoy living in? Is it due to pressures or expectations of others? Or there's really no point in continuing day in, day out in a situation that you're not happy in, because life is about enjoying life. And really, in my perspective, it's a game. So where am I going with all this? How do I want to sum up? I love this world. Just look, I'll take the camera and I'll just look at the sun and the cliffs. But all of us around our hometown, all of us have beautiful things. In our hometown we have beautiful things, and we can just, by learning to appreciate things a bit more, by jotting them down every day, by going on a random adventure around your town or to the next town and seeing things in a new light, by getting into the habit of that, we can start to feel like we're travelling, even when really we're not straying too far from the house at all. And that's wonderful. I was thinking today, perhaps I could go far away to Beachy Head or something like this. Let's go somewhere I haven't been for a long time. But then other things were happening and I was enjoying what I was doing at home, and I'm just so happy I'm doing this, because it's so precious to fall in love with a place that's so near to home anyway, because it's always there. Nice stuff. Kind of run out of things to say now. So, I'll swing round, show one last look at this wonderful place, and goodbye.